Hello everyone, this is Stormy Cloud 21. So today we're going to change it up a little bit and we're going to look at a set from the Vintage Collection Star Wars and a similar set from the Black Series Star Wars combo video. And as you can see, I found this on clearance. This one is IG-12 and Grogu from the Black Series of Star Wars. You can see it used to be $33.99, but it was clearanced out at $10.19, and that's pretty cool. That was a very amazing find. So we're gonna take a look at that. This is the back of the packaging. So if you want to pause that and read that, and there is the side of the packaging. UPC there we go. And then we also have this IG-12 Grogu and the Anzellan, both Star Wars The Mandalorian, and I think I prefer this set. This is the one for me, the better of the two, but they do complement each other. That's a good shot right there of him driving it, Grogu driving IG-12. So on the back of this card back, you can pause and read that. This is number VC358. Nice card back picture. UPC for that. And this is pretty common now. You can find this both at Target and Walmart, among other places, I'm sure. This you can also find at both Target or Walmart, but depending on where you find it, you may see it on clearance or you may have to wait longer. All right, let's open them up and check it out. Oops, I bumped the camera. Let's go. So first of all, we have that Black Series set, and the figures in this set are looking really amazing, especially these little guys. And Grogu. This one, I like it a lot better. The IG in a smaller scale. The background's pretty cool. All right, let's open these. So first you got these little guys. And you would think that they would be the same exact, but they're not. They're different. And the way their facial hair is and their expressions and other things like the colors on them, the outfits, it's not all the same. He's wearing stuff on his belt and all. He's got goggles. He's got different kind of goggles, squarish, I mean rectangle-ish, circle-ish. So see, there's some differences going on. The arms, they kind of move a little bit. I don't know if I have to heat this up with a hairdryer, probably. But that seems to be the articulation. And there's some swivel at the waist. Looks like the arms move. Looks like that swivels. Swivel the whole body. This one as well. And then the legs are stationary. And it looks like the arms do, they move. Swivel. Next you've got, let's scoot this over. Next you've got Grogu here. Little Grogu. And Grogu has the arms that go up and the hands swivel all the way in a circle. And then Grogu has the head that turns. Actually really good. Despite this blocking the path. And then he's got little feet underneath there. They're rubbery. This is a cool little figure. Not bad at all. All right, moving on. This is IG-12. Mandalorian style. See, that goes independent of this down here, but then you also have this section that can move within those sections. You've got this folds down. Okay, I didn't know that. So you can fit Grogu in there more easily to drive this. And then it appears like, yeah, okay, that goes out. And then, all right, let's go back. I wasn't being brave enough. The arm does go forward like this. I was just not being brave enough, and out to the side, so no problem with that. So when you're looking at these figures like this, always go back and check. Don't assume. I almost assumed that the articulation for this figure wasn't that great, but it's hidden pretty well. The arm does articulate right there, and as well as swivel. Feels like you're going to break it by how it looks, but it's actually designed to do that. So it has really good articulation, way better than I had thought. Plus you've got this as well going on. So you've got all kinds of range with this figure. And the hands, they do grasp something, like, you know, they articulate in and out, but the hands are limited right here. There's no in-between joints. You can swivel too. I didn't expect that. Huh. So that, you know what that means? That means this one is the same way. In there is a swivel. And then, of course, this, you would put pressure here. And then, of course, that's going to bend as well. And, of course, this arm is going to go forward and back as well. So you've got, yeah, right there, swivel. Even the knee, I would have thought, was there any? But yeah, there's a wide range of even knee articulation with this figure. And the waist. The waist goes all the way around. It's so nice. So yeah, this figure, as soon as it gets warmed up, it's got all kinds of movement with it. And if I would have just rushed through, you know, sometimes you have to heat up a figure and wait and be patient till it gets used to the environment. So this thing has all kinds of range. It's really nice. On the back, it looks like this, and this is rubbery. And okay, let's put Grogu in there. First thing, you want to put little arms forward like that. I'm gonna shove them in there. Go in there, little dude. Okay. And then you would raise this up. And I guess you'd have to have them grab on to these little controllers. Maybe not the easiest thing in the world, but with some work, I guess you could try to do that, and then you have them in there like that. Just, it feels like it's not completely closed, but it pretty much is almost. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I dig it. And then these little guys with, you know, that's the scale of those little guys. They're about the same height as Grogu almost. They're a little taller, it looks like. Okay, moving on. So now we move on to the next section of this review. We're going to look at this IG-12 Grogu and the Anzellan. I wish there was two. So it's really going to hurt to open this card back because it's so beautiful. But here we go. All right, we got it. And here they are. Outside of that plastic, looking good. Look at the weapon there. All right, let's open these. Grogu, come on, Grogu. I got a lot of these I got a lot of these little Grogus now. I got like pretty much every one they made almost. I think I'm missing one. I think I'm missing the one that comes with the dude that flies the TIE fighter that they... Ooh, whoops. The dude that flies the TIE fighter that the wings fold up. I forget his name, it escapes me. But I am missing the one from that playset for sure. And I might be missing another Grogu from, if there's another playset. Okay, I like squishy. Look at the rubber ears of Grogu. Nice. Okay, this thing ever goes on clearance, and you could get more of these though it would be the same one though, because they need to come out with the other guy that we just saw in this scale. That arm feels like it's gonna come right out of there. That's pretty nice. I didn't expect the articulation of those arms. The head, nope. Just sculpted on there. But the arms move. The legs do not. They're rubbery. But still pretty cool. Here is the blaster. Pretty nice. And here's the figure, and it is really looking nice. This goes all independent. You know, I wouldn't have expected the top. All this just goes all around independently. So cool. More articulation than I thought. That's so nice. I didn't remember how it was originally, so sorry. I have to put it like that, I guess. But the arms, okay, they turn really good on this one. It goes out to the side like that. And then okay, you got swivel. Do you have, it looks like, yeah, you've got articulation, but I would be really careful with that. It doesn't look safe. You might want to heat that up first and be real careful. This is not going to open, but it does twist. And it's the hand, it's rubbery. But it's not designed to open and close like the other one. But it's still cool. This side, again, we have a swivel. We have a swivel. This is rubbery, not designed to open or close, but pretty cool. Out like that, and forward and back like that. And then does this go forward? Sure enough, it comes off. So you can put Grogu in there. Let's put little Grogu in there. I just noticed something. These little holes in the back are for Grogu's ears. So you can put them in there. And he fits in there nicely with his little ears sticking out through the back. Cool little dude. So you want to get this piece, and you see these pegs right here. There's the little driver things, but they're stationary. They don't move. You can peg this in, and then that puts him right up on the controls. You could put him up like he's driving IG-12, and then this swivels. I want to fix that so it looks like it's supposed to look. The knee, yeah, articulates, and as well as swivels. Very nice. And then down here you have forward and back, as well as swivel in a circle. So again, very nice. And then the back looks like that, and the bottom looks like that. Okay. And the paint, I love the paint on this one way better than the bigger version. But because it was so cheap, I got the clearance Black Series, and this one was full price. So what that means is essentially this figure cost 2.5 times this bigger one. It should have cost more, but it was on clearance for $10.19, and this was way more pricier, but a much better figure. So, in my opinion. Before we get moving on, I just want to show you this arm does articulate very nice with the elbow. So that is fantastic. You just want to be careful how you do this because you could snap something and break it real easily, and you don't want to have to buy a new one. Wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. We're not done here. In the words of Kylo Ren, I forgot to show the weapon. How come the bigger guy didn't come with a weapon? Did the bigger guy come? I didn't throw it away, did I? No, that's kind of weird. How come the bigger guy didn't come with a weapon? Anyway, the bigger guy could have held the weapon better. This little guy, okay, you stick the weapon. All right, so it took me like 5 minutes to get that on there. But if you want to see the weapon, it can hold the weapon. You put that curved piece that's non-articulative but rubbery, and you put it through there, and it works. It works so well. It takes so long. I might just leave it on there. Also has a little bit of articulation like that. Don't want to leave anything out. At the end of the day, both figures do complement each other very well. Both are very nice to have side by side. I am not disappointed. Real quickly, let's look at something. Real quickly. Look at the scale of these guys together. That's so cool, man. That is so cool. It's supposed to be the same exact guy. And Anzellan. Nice. Well, anyway, this is Stormy Cloud 21. Thanks for watching this review. Please remember, hit that like, subscribe button, see more cool stuff coming up soon, as well as that notification bell. And thank you for watching, and talk soon.